Hello and welcome. I'm Jetatora, and today I'm going to go through the post-game brawler challenges in the Muscle Dome of the Gold Saucer. I'm just showing off my skills I use and whatnot. You don't really have to pay too much attention to this. Elemental Materia with Thunder and Wind is pretty good, because one of the fights does have an enemy that uses a lot of wind. They also use fire, but I didn't have anything to protect against that. It helped a lot for that. Tifa with Elemental paired with Fire and Ice Materia, however, came in clutch for one of the enemies. You'll see that later. Also for Cloud, I had the Expeditionary Medal, which increases his limit level to the maximum, so that gives him access to Finishing Touch. Aerith, I just have her built as support still. I didn't see any reason to change her up. And you're noticing the some of their weapons are missing a slot. That's just because I leveled up during a lot of the fights I was doing. I actually hit level 70 on Cloud by failing the combat similar things that are level 70. I beat the first round and that gave me like 36,000 XP a pop. And then that just got him to level 70 pretty quickly. So if you need a grind, I recommend doing that. You need World Intel maxed out for that, however. Barret I also used during one of the missions. I had auto re-raise materia on him, so that came in handy, especially during one of the fights I used him on. Like, if you are not quick enough, that should protect you. Yeah, I also had safety bit on, ribbon actually on Aerith. You can get that from 3D Brawler, fighting the final boss of that. I have a video on that if you're struggling. Pretty simple. All you gotta do is pause. So if you don't want to watch that video, you don't have to. It's fine. Anyway, let's get to the actual fights. Okay, for the first battle of Into the Woods, I have Cloud and Tifa. All I did was jump forward and held square to vacuum everybody in, and then I used Mind Blast to build their stagger bar. You don't need Mind Blast if you need help with that. I made another video about that I'll post at the end of this video. But just this is simple. You don't really need help with this probably. Just vacuum everybody in, take care of them pretty fast. I even had Finishing Touch ready at the end of that there. I didn't need to use it though. For the next fight, you may recognize this from a different video, but that wasn't a combat simulator. This is not, obviously. You can employ the same tactics I used in that video though. Build up their stagger bar. I used Tifa to pressure them, because she has elemental materia on her weapon paired with fire and ice. This thing's weak to ice, I believe. All you gotta do is use Unbridled Strength, and then you can pressure it by doing Tifa's special attack, Omni Strike. Repeat that as needed, and even do it while the enemy is pressured. You can also throw a True Strike in there if you want. It builds up the pressure bar and the damage bonus you get from hitting a staggered enemy just the same. So just use your preference. Just keep at it. Do more damage. It should go down fairly easily. If you hit it with 2 really strong attacks in a row, like while it's if you hit it with the Omni Strike while it's pressured already, it will flip over into its back and get some free hits in that way. So yeah, there's not much more to this fight. If you just keep at it, should have it pretty simply. For popularity contest, the first section, you just kind of want to shoot them with anything you got once they are trying to attack you. If you need to, use Iron Defense against Thousand Eels, they'll protect you completely. Just time your attacks and you'll do fine. Also, I don't think that your Limit Break as Barret can miss, so take that into consideration if you need to make an emergency limit break. Bonus round, real good. Maximum Fury does really well at hitting them. They can be a little bit annoying, but you've got this. Just keep the pressure on when they attack. That's your time to shine as well, so stick it to them before they stick it to you. Then you should have it all wrapped up. Then for the next fight, hopefully you have Asuna on your Aerith like I did here, because I did mess up at one point, but you just kind of want to attack the mouth with Maximum Fury once it's open. You don't have to use Maximum Fury in particular, like other things work as well. That's just what I ended up doing, because it continued to attack once the mouth was taken out. And you can swap the Aerith as need be to heal Barret manually. I had her on automatic cure as well. You just gotta keep attacking. Bonus round, put up the stagger. I forgot to use his ability that makes Barret have haste. I really should have. And you can see I got caught here by Future Breath because I wasn't fast enough. You just kind of want to put distance between yourself. I didn't get far enough away. If that happens, you know, just swap the Aerith, use Asuna, get Barret back into the running, and when possible, since you'll be using both of these characters, swapping back and forth as need be, they'll both probably have some ATB built up, so they can use some skills. They can use their synergy abilities. I opted for the synergy ability. You'll probably end up seeing that for infinite mana, and then just cast Re-Raise on Barret just in case. Just utilize the free MP to cast a really high cost spell. You just pressure as need be. Like once you attack the mouths, it will protect you from the breath attacks. Just make sure you don't run into where the breath attacks end up landing, because they do persist. And you just keep attacking, and eventually you'll get it. You use your summon because you'll probably have enough time to actually make it useful. And if you do need to swap the Aerith to take it out of the mouth, her Soul Drain is really good. It's a one shot to the mouth, and it's very quick. So Maximum Fury for Barret is what I used. Here I broke the mouth with a shot, like just by happenstance, and ended up utilizing Focus Shot instead because it was pressured. Just lay it on them. Be very careful. Keep distance. And that's all you really have to do. I will warn you about its bite attack. Don't be like me. I did dodge the first attack. I didn't realize there was a second part to it. Keep a lookout for that. Barret did take a lot of damage from that, but he was fine in the end. And if you need to, like you're stuck in a corner or something and it uses Fetid Haze or whatever, remember, you're immune during limit breaks, so that's what I use to avoid that situation. Anyway, I will post timestamps for all of these so you can skip ahead to the part you need. If you want to, you continue watching this, but I don't really have much more to say about this particular section. Just good luck. It's not too bad. Like, Barret is really useful. Okay, for the next part, Silent or Silenced. I use Cloud and Aerith. Can be kind of annoying with Cloud if you are not precise. Like, even though I wasn't really precise here, and I kept clanking off their shields, but I just use Mind Blast once I built up the ATB for it, which I got from doing an AoE to vacuum everybody in, and then everybody started getting staggered once I used Focus Thrust after that. And I just finished them off with Finishing Touch, and I built up so much stagger bar on everybody else and defeated them that I just got another limit break on Cloud. That's how I handled this situation. You don't have to do it this way. Cloud's probably not the best for this. It's just the way I did it. Okay, for the Jabberwocky, I guess it's Jabberwock, not Jabberwocky. Don't be like me. Dodge to the left, not the right when it does that breath attack, otherwise you'll go right into it. Most of the attacks are easily countered if you're in Punisher stance or Prime mode. You can also just dodge to the sides. It's mostly got frontal attacks, though there are some attacks you want to definitely get behind the Jabberwock for, like Seismic Wave right here. Get behind when they do it because it's a frontal cone. Let the core just keep dodging to the side and you'll be fine. It's just homing missiles, but they don't home that well. And just block as you need to, dodge as you need to. For the most part, the thing's pretty straightforward. Once it uses Gorgon's Shield, however, like it's doing right here for me now, I swapped the Aerith. I think it takes like 2 soul drains in order to break it. You can use whatever you prefer on Aerith. I didn't really like use Transcendence on her. I could have. I probably would have done them in pretty well, actually. That hits really hard. It's a multi-hitting attack, and they do about like over 2,000 damage per projectile. That probably would have broken Gorgon's Shield fairly easily. I just didn't think of it at the time, and it takes time to build up anyway. You see I tried to like break it with Cloud using Blade Burst, but it still just bounced off, so I gave up and swapped back to Aerith, because it's a lot easier to deal with that from range. You don't bounce off with Aerith's magic orbs, or like range attack. Yeah, once you get your second soul drain, you should be able to swap back to Cloud no problem, and just continue to put on the attack, keep that pressure up. Make sure you... Oh, Cataclysm I didn't want to deal with, so I just dodged out of the way. You see, Aerith did not dodge out of the way. She just took it like a champ. Just block as you need to, like I said. Try not to get hit by that, because that will make you get petrified if you take too much damage. And once you stagger it, play on all the damage you can. You see, I built my limit break meter, but I saved it just in case I wasn't able to finish it, so I can get the stagger bar back up, but it did enough damage that probably could have taken it out. And I use Affinity, and it's not the best unless you have like a Genji glove to like break the damage limit. But I just didn't know what to do at the time. You can see I use my limit break here, then I just do whatever. Like, I get to the skies. I don't know what this attack does. I didn't trust it, so I just kept my distance until I realized, oh, it's okay. Then I just put on the damage again. That was a nice dodge by me. Didn't mean to do that, but, you know, I'll take it. So yeah, good luck with this. It wasn't too bad. You fought this already, you probably have some experience with it. Just, this is a reminder, or refresher for you if you forgot what its attack patterns were. Okay, for Sedition, for the first fight, I just start with the old tried and true, build up that stagger so I can get my limit break, and then just finishing touch everybody. And if anybody survives, well, first, I just try to aim for the biggest group I can find, so I can get everybody in the first go. But if anybody survives, then theoretically, if you're built the same way I am, like I just did all the limit break stuff for Cloud and the Folio. He's level 70. I don't have all the points that I could have, so I could have gone even further, but just use another limit break and you'll be fine. See here, just make short work of them. For the next fight, Make sure you have Erase prepared just in case. Like, I didn't use it till the very end, but it does come in very handy here. Whenever the enemy uses Swan Song, you want to break both its wings. So what I did is I put all the damage I could on using Barret to build up his ATB, and then I used Maximum Fury so that I could swap the Cloud while still doing damage to one wing, and then took out the other wing using Cloud's abilities. Just rinse and repeat for the most part. Like, you'll notice I'll get hit by some tornadoes and stuff later on, but I don't take any damage and they don't even move me about because I have the elemental materia paired with the lightning and wind materia, so that I'm just immune to wind damage. If you need to, you can go a step further, and just put on the same thing but for fire as well, and this thing won't be able to do anything to you for the most part, I believe. So yeah, just break its wings whenever it does Swan Song. Make sure you stagger it once it's pressured from breaking its wings, and that's lay on the damage. And if you get a moment where it's not using Swan Song, cast Re-Raise if you have it equipped on your Barret. It's very expensive though, so you might not even be able to use 2 uses of it. So I just used 1 use on Cloud, and it did come in handy for me at one point in the video, as you'll see most likely. That's just a insurance in case you don't break the wings in time, so that you have a character alive still at the end of it. But chances are you won't even need it, as long as you keep on up the pressure and keep the enemy's wings broken. Yeah, see right here, I'm immune to the wind, doesn't even knock me around. That was pretty handy, like, because there were times where I could just, oh, this is doing a wind attack, I'll just ignore it and then keep damaging it. Especially when my Cloud was at like very, very low HP. He was in critical. Once you get past the Swan Song, I think the Swan Song is the most difficult part to handle for this. Like, if you don't break it, it's just instant death to everybody. I'm not sure if a safety bit or a ribbon or Karmic Cowl will protect against it or not. It just seems like it does 9,999 damage, but it's something you can test out if you're having trouble with it. But like I said, I haven't tested it myself, so I didn't know if it does or does not. Like, Cloud's aerial attack does really well against the wings. 1 use is all it takes usually to break it. And at the very end, I decided to just try to knock out the enemy because it was so low HP that I didn't bother with wings. And as you see, I almost lost it because I did that. But, you know, sometimes you gotta take a risk. And that should be the last fight for you for the 2-person bouts on the hard mode. These are all the post-main scenario completion. So chances... Like, I didn't have any struggles with the other 2-person bouts that were level 70. I did those when I was level 50. So I didn't record those. I apologize. Take care and have a good one. Good luck.